In our first video, we spoke about the first important step towards success. We said for you to be successful, the first thing, you must desire to be successful, because primarily we are driven by desire. If we do not desire something, it is highly unlikely for us to achieve that particular thing, because our desire is not aligned towards our efforts. We then fail to achieve because we have no desire to achieve. Now the second step is, once you have that strong desire to succeed, you must then decide that you want to be successful. So in this video, we are going to explain the process of decision making. Why is it important for us to decide that we are going to be successful after we have desired to be successful? Because desire alone is not enough. It must be followed by a decision-making process. We must consciously decide that we want to be successful, that we are going to be successful. Now, if we view success as a journey, it means that we never embark on a journey without seriously deciding that we want to go. Unless we have been abducted, then against our will, we will find ourselves on a journey to a place we have no desire of being in or at. Now, if we find ourselves going to a particular place and we continue going, it is because we have decided that we want to go there or we want to be there. So it is when it comes to success, we need to decide that we want to be successful. So let me try and define and explain what is entailed in the decision-making process. When you decide, it means that you have a lot of options before you. It means you have more than one option to choose from. So you sit down, you weigh your options, then you come up with one option. You rule out all the other options which you could have taken. That's what it means to decide to be successful. It means that there were other options you could have chosen. They are settled for. There is mediocrity, there is being ordinary, there is being average, there is being successful. But you ruled out all the others and you decided that I am going to be successful, I am going to excel, I am going to stand out, I am not going to choose these others, but I'm going to choose this particular option, which is success. So you need to make a conscious decision. That's what I'm talking about. You need to make a conscious decision that you are going to be successful. Those other options are not desirable to you. You only desire this particular one, and therefore you are ruling out every other option. Deciding to be successful has to be a strong decision. It has to be a resolve if it is to stand against the test of time, because it is going to be tested. There are often three reasons why we are weakened in our resolve to decide to be successful. It is because of these three reasons which are silently eating away our determination for success. One, it is a poor definition of what success is. Number two, it is mediocrity disguised or accepted as modesty. And the third one, it is inferiority complex disguising as humility. These three will eat away, literally, they will eat away your determination, your resolve for success. One, it is poor definition of what success is. Sometimes we are raised up to fear success, to think of being best at something as being self-centered or egotism. Nothing could be further from the truth. Obviously, those are dreadful character traits which we should all avoid. At worst, they could be viewed as the pursuit of success gone wrong, but they are not to be treated as being synonymous with success. At best, success is desirable. Success is glorious and wonderful, something to be desired. And we should all never be afraid to pursue and go all the way out to be excellent, to stand out, to outperform even our expectations of ourselves. That is what success is. It is glorious, it is satisfying, it is wonderful. The second one is the acceptance of mediocrity as modesty. We always want to be accepted by the crowd. We always want to fit in, and this causes us to compromise our individuality. It makes us to play small, but our playing small does us no good, and it also does those around us no good. We ought to shine, we ought to stand up, we ought to show our colors, our true colors, the wonderfulness of our individuality. We ought to excel, we ought to be successful at what we do. And when we do that, we give others permission to do the same. We give them permission to rise and shine, and also challenge themselves to do the best they can, to be the best they can be. So you need to give it up. Modesty is not mediocrity, and mediocrity is not modesty. And the third reason why we are undecided when it comes to the pursuit of success is our inferiority complex disguised as humility. I want to say to you that this is nothing else but lack of self-confidence. What we are suffering from is lack of self-confidence. And how can we have confidence in ourselves if we do not know ourselves? You see, self-confidence is grounded in knowledge about the self. The self must know the self in order for the self to trust the self. Knowledge gives certainty to confidence. So if you know yourself well enough, you know your limitations, you know your strengths, you know your weaknesses and your talents and your gifts, then you are able to trust yourself with the task of being successful at that particular activity. But if you do not know yourself, you can never trust yourself enough to be successful, and then it means you will be reluctant in deciding to be successful, and you will even doubt your desire to be successful. Understand that your allergy towards success is killing you, and it is depriving the world of the greatness within you. It is depriving all of us that which we could have achieved, that which we could have gained, that which we could have benefited from had you decided to be the best there is in your game as an individual. So please, step out of your ordinariness, step out of your mediocrity, step out of your inferiority complex, blossom, decide to be successful, and you will give to the world the best gifts ever.